Hello, and welcome to Artificial Intelligence, Section 2, Lesson 4, Robots and the Elderly. Let's look at our culminating task prompt. Considering the various visions of the future of artificial intelligence portrayed throughout the text of this unit, how might its development be guided to benefit society but minimize harm? Do the benefits to society outweigh the potential harm AI might inflict on humanity? Today you will read The Promise and Pitfalls of Using Robots to Care for the Elderly, and Before We Give Them Fuzzy Robots, Let's Try Solving Elderly Loneliness with People, to continue exploring what artificially intelligent systems and robots are used for today. You will discuss present-day uses of robots in a social capacity and whether socializing with robots could be beneficial or detrimental. You will also add details to the Understanding AI tool. For this lesson, you will need your reading response journal, The Promise and Pitfalls of Using Robots to Care for the Elderly, Before We Give Them Robots, Let's Try Solving Elderly Loneliness with People, and your Understanding AI tool that was posted back in Lesson 1.1. Here are our learning targets for this lesson. Can you describe the benefits and challenges of using artificially intelligent robots in a social capacity? Can you make a claim and provide evidence to support that claim? Before we begin reading the text in this lesson, let's look at a few of the vocabulary terms we will encounter. Embodied means expressed or personified, as in the sentence, "In the movie Cadillac Records, Beyoncé embodied Etta James's experience wholly, carrying the complex trauma of James's youth from the very moment that she's introduced in the story." Before reading The Promise and Pitfalls of Using the Robots to Care for the Elderly, you are going to answer the questions in Nearpod to approach the text. Then you will read The Promise and Pitfalls of Using Robots to Care for the Elderly independently. The questions that you will be answering in Nearpod are, what is the text type? And what do you understand about the text based on that information, the text type and the title? As you read the passage, you need to consider the reading focus. Is socializing with robots beneficial or detrimental? Also, as you read through this passage, I want you to consider the following. How can AI help the elderly? How might AI be harmful to the elderly? You will have 5 minutes to answer the questions in Nearpod, and then you will have 10 minutes to read the passage.